So we're here at Mobile World Congress at the NXP. So your technology is inside some or many of the NFC phones, right?
That's right, and that's what's exciting about Mobile World Congress this year. A lot of OEMs are introduced great new phones that include NXP technology to power their NFC experience. Some also include secure elements from NXP, so banking credentials, transit credentials, access control credentials can be put in the phone now.
So you do both the NFC contact thing, and you also do the secure? It's two different solutions?
That's right. So our mobile group is part of a larger ID family. So NXP is a leader in identification technology. So we do passports, bank cards, we also do transit systems, access control systems, tags and labels. That allows us to do a few things. One, understand all the different applications and bring them into mobile. The second is to drive a lot of interoperability and performance. So when a phone taps a reader or a phone taps a tag, we can guarantee best-in-class performance and security.
All right. So, for example, this is which one is this?
So this is the Samsung Nexus S.
Yeah?
This is a phone that was developed with Google to help launch both the Google Wallet as well as to do just general NFC experiences. Last year, Google integrated NFC into their Android operating system. So we helped them do that with an open source software integration. What that did was allow APIs to be exposed so that developers could begin working with Android and NFC.
Yeah.
So a year ago, Google announced all their intentions. A year later, we get to see what's happening. So a lot of companies have discovered NFC and added it into their front-end applications.
Is it exactly the same in the Galaxy Nexus?
It is. So
exactly the same solution?
It is exactly
no
the
upgrade,
same solution.
nothing?
Yeah, we did announce a couple new technologies here at Mobile World Congress. We announced both an upgrade to our NFC technology. It's called the PN547. So the PN544 was the predecessor. It powers about 95% of the different phone models that are available with NFC.
Yeah.
What we did with the 547,
which is not in there yet?
Not yet. So this is something that is sampling now.
Yeah.
But we're calling it NFC for the 4G era. So as phones get more powerful, as we have higher networks, richer applications, nicer screens, we want NFC to kind of keep up with the user expectations. Longer range, lower battery life, smaller footprint, so it can go into thinner phones. We're continuing to kind of set the mark for NFC.
Nice.
The second announcement we made was our P61 security platform. So here we're announcing also higher performance, more space, so we can put more applications in, different payment applications, different access control applications, different transit applications in one phone, but also available at all the popular form factors. So embedded secure element, micro SD if you want to add it like to an iPhone or add it to a device that doesn't have NFC, as well as SWP SIM, kind of the form factor that the carriers prefer to put NFC services on.
So it's an upgrade to the secure element that's in here now?
Yes, so it'll be the next kind of generation security platform.
Now it's P60 or what is now?
It's the P5 today.
P5?
Yeah. So
and next one is
P61.
61.
P61.
So it's more secure or what is it?
It has more memory, it's faster in terms of how it's architected from a security performance standpoint. It's twice as fast. So as we kind of touch things and we want things to happen, we need them to happen securely, we need them to happen reliably, we need them to happen fast as well.
So it does cost $2, $3, $4, $5 to add NFC to a phone in bill of materials right now?
That's correct. So you have your antenna, you have your NFC, you also have your secure element. So we're driving kind of smaller package, smaller antenna designs, which helps reduce the cost.
Okay.
We're helping to kind of drive in typical semiconductor fashion, more performance, lower cost, lower power.
So the next NFC generation can use smaller antennas?
Yes, that's correct. So we listen to our OEM customers. They want to get thinner packages, smaller designs, more reliable performance. So we provide that both in the silicon as well as enable them to use smaller antenna to get better performance.
So is the P5 solution and the P61, is it 100% secure?
Nothing's 100% secure.
Why not?
Why not? For example, to make this secure, we have to maybe bury it in a vault under the ground. No one could touch it, then we can't really use it, right? So part of it is how do we make it secure for the application? And this is where our ID leadership comes in. So the fact that the German government uses our technology to secure the identities of their citizens and their national ID card, or the US government uses us to protect their borders and the passports, 400 million bank customers use our technology to secure their credentials on their Visa or MasterCard payment cards. We bring that technology into mobile. So we start with a very, very secure foundation. So I can show you on my Galaxy Nexus, for example, the Google Wallet application. I'll go ahead and launch that.
Secret pin? I'm not gonna...
Yeah, not too secret. So this is just the application, so it provides some level of security. But you can see I have my MasterCard from Google. I could add a Citi card. And so if you're Citibank or your MasterCard, you're looking at phones. You want to enable new mobile applications, maybe mobile payments for your customers, but you want a level of security that you're comfortable with. So this is where providing the same silicon that they've already put into their bank cards is a great starting point. It's a very familiar platform for them.
Why is Visa not part of this?
So in this case, Google just picked a launch partner, but I don't think it's exclusive to MasterCard.
Are you working with Visa or not? They're working on their own or something else?
We're working with all the payment companies. So we're a semiconductor company. We want to enable these new use cases, applications. So Visa's announcing some exciting things with regards to the Olympics. So on Samsung phones that we power the NFC, we power the embedded secure elements, they have their payment application for the Olympics that they announced, or PayWave. Very exciting. So we work with kind of all the payment brands. We work with the payment terminal companies to make sure that they can read these mobile phones in a very secure and high performance fashion. So we're excited to be part of these initiatives.
And when you enter the PIN, that screen to enter the PIN, is it a separate OS or is it just an app on top of Android?
Yeah, so Google Wallet is an app on top of Android. So the Android operating system is just the core operating system. Google Wallet, it could be ISIS, for example, the new initiative done by the carriers in the United States with AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Or it could even be a parking meter application, which I have loaded here. So I can go ahead and tap this, for example, and it'll launch an application called Pay by Phone. And my Wi-Fi is not so hot here in the booth. But basically this tag says this is a pay-by-phone application.
Just a little tag, that's it.
Yeah, so we do the chips that are inside the tag as well.
It's a tiny chip in here.
Yeah, tiny chip in
there. No power?
No power, passive. So the radio energy from the phone powers the tag, and captured by the antenna, sends the information back. So what it sends back to me, it says this is a pay-by-phone parking meter tag, and it also sends this location information.
So how many billions of these stickers are out there right now?
I have no idea. Lots of them, and there's lots more coming.
Not enough, right?
Well,
it's not everywhere.
Well, and more are coming. Yeah. So this is an example. Across San Francisco, this company, Pay by Phone, is deploying NFC-enabled parking meters. So if I pull up to a spot and I want to pay and I don't have any change, but I have the Pay by Phone application, I can do two things. I can launch the application. You can say, oh, I see from your GPS you're in San Francisco, so tell me give me your 5-digit meter number. But I'm in a hurry, I'm late for a meeting, so I might enter 84262 and run off. So I just put maybe a few dollars on that person's meter, I get a ticket. If I tap it with NFC, it launches the app, so it saves me time, it puts in the number for me, I just enter the amount of time I want, I go. So I have the convenience of speed and accuracy in the application as well.
So last month, I think, or a little bit before that, there was some hacker posted a way to spoof the screen when you enter the PIN code or something on the... Shouldn't you boot like a separate OS and like some light that says on the phone, now you're secure or something like that?
Yeah, those are great questions. So you see a couple things at kind of a macro level, right? We're all looking at mobile devices, more convenience, more things we can do, and we're saying, wait a minute, what's happening with my information? How is this being secured? So it reminds me a lot of 98, 99, when we start saying the internet, like I don't want my credit cards up in the cloud, I don't want to do these things. Today we do all these things. The difference is, whenever we start to look at something new, we have to think, how is this secure? So I think it's really an opportunity for the industry to work together to deliver a great security solution that goes all the way from cloud to application to operating system down to the hardware security modules that secure these phones at the very low level. So we play an important role, starting with the security of the phone itself, working with the operating system and the applications beyond that. So we look forward to kind of providing more and more secure solutions to the industry so that consumers get the convenience and we don't look bad.
We need this now, like everywhere.
I agree. Mobile phones are happening, these great user experiences are possible, all these gaming, location-based services, we want to tap, we want things to happen.
In Africa, there's I heard some countries have something called M-Pesa as currency. and just add it to them. They're cheap phones.
Yeah, so it's not only in smartphones, it's not only for advanced countries. What about emerging markets? What about people that don't have banking? This might be the only piece of technology that they own and carry, maybe a low-end feature phone. So NFC provides additional opportunities for them. Receive money, send money, ride transit. It's not just for the smartphone-rich experience.
But it's not there yet, right?
It's
not
in
so
several
much.
countries. I'm not sure how far it's widely deployed, but I do know it's out there, and those are the kind of markets that they're focused on.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.